Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV. And when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, you know it's time for the freaking weekend. Yes, that's right. Ring that bell, bitch. If you're new to the channel, wow, this is the weekend forecast, tarot style, with a little bit of astrology weaved in there and a little bit of bullshitting and humor. Bullshitting as far as, well, not bullshitting you, but shooting the shit, talking. Every episode of one of these, whether it's a weekly or a weekend reading, you're going to find out something new about me. Sure. Or you're going to hear something that's like, what did he just say? It's just one of those times, It's because this is the first week of summer. I mean, we've all been waiting for that bitch. You know what I mean? I'm going to ring that bell a lot too. But it's the first week of summer. Wednesday, we had a new moon in Cancer. Very extra, but very well for you. We're going to go over a little bit of that influence that carries over into the weekend. Just because it happens on one day doesn't mean it's influential, okay? But so that's what we're going to be focusing on the most is that new moon energy and how we can use it for our weekend vibe too. So we're going to do a couple different things here. I'm incorporating the angel number cards. If you haven't seen these, I'm going to be using those to give us our angel numbers. We're going to use the energy and spirit oracle to get an overall message from our guides. And then what I'm going to do is pick a card from clarifying life situations to set the vibe for the week. Then we're going to get into the tarot. And of course, I throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. It's funny how it all sticks. Wouldn't you agree? All right. So again, I love doing these tarot readings for you guys. Help me with that algorithm. You know what I mean? See, the algorithm, I've got it figured out, but there's one part missing, and that's you. So if you can comment, like, share, subscribe, do all those things that help boost that up, I would really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. In fact, I would love it. Answer all the comments, all of that stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's keep that going. Let's get this bitch raised, all right? So let's begin. We are going to center the bowl over here on the screen, just like that. Okay, very good. And we're going to pick our first person. Let's see. Who do you think it could be? Who do you think it could be? I'm not going to look because I can't really see in the bowl anyway. Let's see. Who's first? And it's Taurus. Welcome, Taurus, to the freaking weekend. You are first. Let's get your angel numbers for this weekend and see what we need to be aware of. And there they are. And it's 666. No, it's not all devil and the mark of the beast. It's not. It's actually a realignment for you this weekend. And it's focusing on harmony in relationships and reflection. So you could be already going through this at this time, but pay attention to the numbers. Those are signs and synchronicities that your guides are helping you out. Now, let's get another message from the angel energy and spirit oracle. And get an overall message for this, too. So, Taurus. Yeah, it said cut. And then, weird, because usually I'm shuffling, you know that. Conscious steps, number 26. Considered action and looking forward. So be conscious of your steps this weekend. It's bringing you forward to something. Let's put that right there in the corner. Good, and let's read about it. 26. The woman depicted on this card is carefully walking on stepping stones that cross a lake. Look at how beautiful that is. She has already navigated several steps, but she has farther to reach her destination. This card heralds a time of greater awareness and decisiveness for you. Whether it's about your future plans or a present problem, you may now have the ability to take all the steps necessary to move to a resolution. This is a good time to take stock of your goals and consider what actions would be most helpful in navigating your process. Whether your goal is getting a new job, writing a novel, starting a business, or just cleaning out the fucking garage, make some plans and take those steps. This might also be a message about some personal issues. Perhaps it's time to open up a retirement account, even if that event feels very far away. Maybe a new diet or exercise program would help ensure a healthy life for years to come. This card is telling you to look ahead and prioritize all the steps that will enhance the quality of your life now and in the future. Okay. So take those conscious steps towards a longer life and a healthy future. Here's the affirmation for you this weekend. Every day I look forward to the time and options before me. I choose to take the conscious steps that shape my desired destiny. So, Taurus, if you want results, what you need to do is to kind of almost like the King of Swords card is look ahead. Plan. 5D chess. You know, you got to know your moves and take those steps towards it. All right. So we're going to do the clarifying life situation cards first. Yes. Yeah, we're going to do things a little bit different because I want to incorporate all these different decks, and this is how we're going to do it. Now, another message is this: roots of stability. Something that Tauruses really, really need is that security and that stability. Let's read up about it. Ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. So, it's keeping yourself focused. It's keeping yourself grounded. This is an excellent time to go out and get grounded. Okay? Oh, the glare's on that. But it still shows that. Okay, let's get the vibe for you, Taurus. Wow. So we've got realignment happening here. We've got considered action and looking forward and making the steps necessary to achieve what you want. We're doing a lot of reflecting too and grounding. So let that be the vibe for you this weekend, you know, and you'll see how it will work out for you. So I need to shuffle these cards good because I pulled all the major arcanas out of them. And I put them back in the deck, and I'm pretty sure I got it all right. Oh my God, look, there's the King of Swords right there. Some bitch. You cannot make this up. You can, of all the cards I could have said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucking love my job. All right, anything else for Taurus? Boom. Is that it? Yes. Well, I like the outcome. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to change it up a little bit for this weekend, but that's okay. Because we're getting new info and new information and new decks and all of that, and I just love it. Okay, look. Now, we got the Six of Pentacles out. I like that because that shows reciprocating energy, harmony in relationships. 10 of Cups, we've got that right there. You know what I'm saying? But let's work on this. So the Seven of Swords is showing kind of like a deceptive energy, maybe your own negative thoughts, or maybe it's somebody else around you. The King of Swords is, again, looking at the whole plan and planning accordingly. Ace of Swords is giving you a new idea, a new approach, new way of looking at the situation or whatever you're going through. The High Priestess and the Queen of Cups I'm going to put together because they're just surrendering. So this weekend, kind of surrender to the energy. Don't try to manipulate it. Basically, what you need to do this weekend is nurture yourself with the Empress. Yeah, because that helps in your relationships. If you're not nurtured, you know, you're feeling without. And this is definitely not without. So this is good energy. Could have some money coming your way, you know, that kind of thing. But again, this is, you know, the universe kind of setting you up for good stuff. So it's looking forward, it's reflecting, there's a lot going on here. Trust the process this weekend. That's the big message, okay? All right, let's get, yeah, we'll do the oracles. I wasn't going to do the oracles, but We need that reinforcement, you know. But I'm liking this weekend energy for you now. We just don't want, you know, maybe we just had a shitty week. So just roll with it, okay? But nurture yourself this weekend. Ground. Really reflect on what's next and what's the next steps. And, you know, opening up to better relationships. Focusing on that instead of creating havoc or drama or something like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, yeah, patience and planning. So again, it's just allowing the process to go through. Planning is big for this weekend. Accelerated motion. So messages are going to be coming in. You may feel like you're doing something alone, and then all of a sudden you have plenty of help. Financial and material changes. Yeah, with the Six of Pentacles here. That's excellent, Taurus. Excellent. Just be patient. But this looks like a great weekend. Spent with family, friends, that kind of thing. So surrender to the process. Just let it flow instead of trying to control it. Feet on the ground. Okay? All right, let's look at love. Let's see what we got for love for you, Taurus. Yeah, 5 of Wands. Yeah, more 5s. Pay attention to the 5s. We'll pull those out next. Anything else for love for Taurus? Okay. Okay, so we got more angel numbers here for you to pay attention to. We have the 5s. I'm so glad I made these cards because now I can pull them out. So there's a visual representation of it. Oh, you can't see it. 5s are a change, transformation, and a halfway point here. Pay attention to those. And we also have 3 7s, 777, which is about a spiritual lesson, luck, and enlightenment. So, wow. And they all fit right there. That's cool. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, listen. Listen. Stop with the drama. Don't get involved in anybody's bullshit. And don't feel like you're left out. This almost feels like sometimes this energy needs you to be alone so you can come back to your relationships. You know what I'm saying? 7 of Pentacles is put your time and energy into things that pay off, relationships that pay off, that reciprocate, instead of ones that don't deliver. And Page of Cups brings in an offer for you this weekend. Could be traveling. Could be dealing with a fellow Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. So pay attention to that, but it's all good. I love the World and the 10 of Cups here. I really do. That's great energy for you. Let's get messages of love. And see what we got. Okay. Very good. Apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. Maybe that's what the fighting's all about, and then you get the apology. The Page of Cups could be bringing that in for you. In the meantime, be patient, okay? Let's see, balance, yes. One person is giving too much in this relationship. So I think that's what the problem is for some of you, is that 6 of Pentacles, the harmony, you know, are we giving, or are we just taking, you know what I'm saying? And support, lean on your inner circle during this time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, focusing on family. Reciprocating energy for you. All right, we are going to use the What's the Vibe cards and see what else they can add to this for you this week. Ooh, for this weekend. All right, they said to get rid of those. Okay, do we have one more? I just want one more for you because I love you that much. I love you that much. Take that one right there. Okay. Yeah. Isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. See, I think these are some of the thoughts that you're struggling with. And I don't think it's actually the reality of the situation. If it is, then give it some time. Okay? Focus on you while that's going on. Running, escape, denial, excuses. Ooh, you are the kings and queens of that. Denial. That's only a river in Egypt, honey. So, no more running. Go with it. Stop making excuses for what you got to do. And waves, emotion, worry, and fear. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on here, creating a lot of imbalance in your relationship. So just be aware of that. We don't need that. Established, settled, secure, and wealthy. That is the energy that we need to go into. You know what I mean? I like that. Got us a nice little red car. What is that? A little red Corvette? Again, relationships are established, secure. You know what I'm saying? Like focusing on wealth also, and focusing on creating wealth, feeling wealthy. Wow. All right, let's get a closing message. There it is. And it's strength. Absolutely. Leo influence here. Wow, that's beautiful. I love this card. Your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it. Absolutely. Instead of running from it, instead of fearing and worrying, open up. You're at a halfway point. You've got there's a lot to be learned here this weekend. But this is overall great energy, and things balance out for you, Taurus. Damn, that's incredible. All right, that is going to do it, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. You know the drill. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. We just had a little discussion about that before we started. And, yeah. This looks like a great weekend for you. 10 of Cups is no bullshit, man. That's a great card, especially when we're looking for the energy of the weekend. So if you're not in that energy at that time, you've got some work to do, and that's taking care of yourself, empowering yourself. And yeah, that's that. Taurus, thank you so much. We got the deck cleared. Let's pick out the next person, and who's it going to be? And it's Libra. All right. Welcome, Libra, to the freaking weekend. Let's get your angel numbers for the weekend. Yes. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. The time is now. Take the first steps. All right. No more messing around, Libra. No more wishy-washy. What do I do? I don't know what to do. It's time now. Take the first steps. That's the big message for you. All right. Let's get a message from your guides from the angel and why do I keep saying that? It's the Energy and Spirit Oracle. I'm just so excited. Did you ever just be in the flow? You know, I'm in the flow, yo. There it is. Archangel Phaneal, or Fanny, right? Because PH is F. Phaneal? Phaneal. Okay. Hope, optimism, and new beginnings. Yes, the time is now. Let's read up on that, shall we? Let's put him right in the corner there. Number 20. All right, Libra. Archangel Phaneal, the angel of hope, brings the light of the sun. Absolutely. The dawn of a new day and a new beginning. Like the rainbow-lit castle on the card. Oh, no, you'll probably be able to see it now that we have quality camera. Maybe. Focus. Come on. Yes. It's got a resting bitch face, don't you agree? All right. Just like the rainbow-lit castle on the card, experiences of great fulfillment are on the horizon for you, Libra. Even if you had disappointments in the past, bright new resolutions and happy outcomes are on the way. Phaneal reminds you of the power of hope and optimism. As you consciously choose to release fear and doubt, your peaceful, trusting attitude will connect you with all the things uplifting. Absolutely. The universe is abundant, Libra, filled with amazing potential. And with your optimistic attitude and this angel's powerful presence, a wonderful new opportunity designed just for you is sure to be right around the corner. Fuck yeah. The affirmation is, I feel the light of Phaneal filling me with hope and excitement. I have faith in myself and my sparkling new future coming my way. Damn. That's hopeful as shit. Did I ring the bell for you guys? I don't know. Did I? There it is. Okay. Now we're going to get a message from a new oracle deck. And I'm getting more, too. Because I like that. Okay. We choose the card on top. This is your message, and it is carried away. Ooh. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. All right. Like that. So this weekend, get carried away in a romantic moment. That could be happening for you. The time is now. Taking the first steps. All right. I like that. Getting carried away. What a great time, too, you know? Summertime, summer love. Oh, fantastic. All right, Libra. Let's get the vibe. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Yes, you know the rule. You know the drill. We're worried about something. I don't know why you're worried about. I'm telling you, Libras, man. You got to stop that worrying. Anything else? You sure? Okay. Yeah, no more worrying. Okay. Yeah, this looks like celebrating too this weekend. Abso-fucking-lutely. Listen, you got this. No need to worry. We need to have... all right, so Libras, what you need to do is ground. Barefoot, outside, now. Get out there and ground. Watch this while you got your feet in the ground or you're laying in the grass. This will alleviate all your fear, doubt, and worries because it is on its way. Trust me, you have to have faith with the Hierophant. Definitely. The King of Pentacles is having a mature attitude, and it's being very grounded and secure. A job offer, absolutely, for some of you. 9 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. I really like to see this because this is opening up to the wonderful people around you, having fun, just really enjoying the abundant nature that you're so into right now. And this new moon on Wednesday happened in your 10th house. So this is all about career and what you're able to do. And the time is now. There's new beginnings on the way for you, especially when it comes to work. Okay? Let's get some oracles. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And celebrating with the 3 of Cups. And making those bonds. Yeah, prosperity begins. Ace of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you can't make this shit up, guys. See, look, we're too busy focused on obstacles and challenges. Pay attention to 555. Where's our cards? 555. Change, transformation, and a halfway point. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention, Libra? Stop worrying, stop focusing on obstacles and challenges, and have faith. That's what those 5s all have to do. Okay? Now, firm foundation. Again, feet on the ground. That kind of goes with that King of Pentacles there. And prosperity begins with the Ace of Pentacles. I'm telling you, a lot of Libras, if you are looking for a job, you know, maybe changing career directions, you are open up to it, but be practical about it. Feet on the ground approach. You know, all that air gets this going and gets this focusing more on that instead of opening up to it, you know? Okay, let's look at love. Oof. Oh, it's muggy and the cards are sticking to my bronzed skin. I love being bronzed and tan in the summer. You know, I was like that ever since I was a little kid. I used to, you know, some kids used to beg their moms for toys and stuff like that. I used to do that too, but in the summertime, I wanted Hawaiian Tropic tanning oil. That's no joke. 7 of Swords. Okay, deceptive thoughts. I don't know. Something going on here. What's going on with you? Do you feel like someone's deceiving you, or are you deceiving yourself with all this worrying and obstacles and all of that? Yeah, it's created some uncertainty here. Again, that's why Archangel Phaneal is out, to give you hope and optimism and focus on new beginnings, okay? Which in turn, you have to change the way that you're looking at things and speaking your truth. Maybe communication is coming through. The Magician, it's time for you to create the life you want. Make it happen. Manifest it. And the Page of Wands is telling you that you are taking things way too seriously in love. Way too serious. And it's time to celebrate and just open up. Have faith. Yes, a lot of you Libras are just, the optimism is low. The faith is low. And you can't do that. You have to change the way you're looking at things. Yeah, look at that. Finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. So that's what you could be worried about. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that deceive you. Open up to abundance with the Nine of Cups here. And integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? Valid question. Because if it doesn't, you move on from it, you know? And acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. Yes, absolutely. So accept that. And soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. See, that's the thing. You got to be optimistic about that. If you are single, you have to love, accept, and respect yourself as much as you want that other person to. Or else it's all for nothing. You know, you have to be in that vibe to experience that vibe. Now, speaking of vibe, let's get, what's the vibe? Yeah, look at that. Envy, resentful, competitive, discontent. All right. Has that person got a match in their mouth? What the hell? You think so? Yeesh. So, that's what the Seven of Swords here is. Somebody may be throwing some shade at you. Protect your energy and protect yourself. And thrills. Continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. That could be messing things up here too. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I think this is more of the past. And you're letting that go. You know what I mean? For a lot of you, I feel like you're already settling into something much better. And some of you just need to stop continuing these cycles just for a good time. You know what I mean? There's more meaning to this than just that. Okay. Let's get a closing message. Wow. Intuition, yes. Listen to your intuition this weekend. It never lies. So that's where you can get rid of the deceptive, worrying energy. You know what I mean? There may be somebody around you that's just, again, integrity, lines up with your values and morals. I mean, yeah, it's very evident here that we might have to release some people or feelings, or maybe it's just accepting that maybe you were a little troublemaker back then and you're still going through all of that. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is this weekend is have hope, open up to new beginnings, and they'll be yours, okay? And don't forget to get carried away with a romantic moment because you deserve those too. Open up to abundance, enjoy the people around you, be grounded, pay attention to your angel numbers, you know, and celebrate. All right, Libra, thank you so much. That's going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we're moving on. Have a great weekend, everybody. Let's see who is next. Ooh, and it's Capricorn. Welcome, Capricorn, to the Freakin Weekend. Let's get your angel numbers. Let's start off the weekend that way. Thank you so much for being here. What do we got? What angel numbers do we have for Capricorn? Which one? The one on the bottom. Okay. Wow. 777. You've been seeing these numbers. Spiritual lesson, luck, and enlightenment. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, let's get a message to start this off from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. I finally said it right. Yeah, that one jump out. Okay. And it's all about balance. Centered energy and self-care is on the bill for you this weekend. Now, I know you don't like hearing that. You'd rather hear, so how much money am I making this weekend? Well, with a little bit of balance, I'm sure a lot. All right, this card indicates a time of leveling out, Capricorn. While you might have felt off-center or even out of control, A balance is being struck in your daily life. This card is telling you that your time, energy, and emotions are settling down, and you'll be gaining a greater sense of personal control. Even your physical habits, such as eating unhealthy or not getting enough water or movement, are becoming more moderate and honoring for you too. The important time raises your consciousness about your needs and priorities, reminding you of the self-care you deserve. So be mindful of how you spend your time and who you spend it with. Honor yourself and make your own health and peace a priority. When you do, balance will become a way of life for the rest of your life. All right. So the affirmation for you this weekend is, I balance my time and my priorities. It's safe and soul honoring for me to care for myself. Self-care is on the bill for you this weekend. Are you going to give yourself that opportunity so you can strike that balance? There's a spiritual lesson to be learned there, and even luck being on your side. Now, we're going to get another message, because you know how we roll. This is from the new deck. And reversals, which is, it's reversed here, have meanings too. All right, look at that. Embrace solitude. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Reflect deeply for survival. Keep your mind open as answers reveal lessons in the quiet of introspection. Wow. We got a common theme going on here. There's something to be learned. Maybe you're going to like a spiritual retreat or something like that. Doing something that you normally wouldn't do. Wow. But it's good to do that. You know, this is a perfect time for you to really center yourself. That's basically what it all comes down to. And however way you do that, you know, because there's no right or wrong way to do it. That's up to you. Now, yeah, those cards wanted to come out. Anything else? I think there's one more. Yep, there it is. Okay. Short and sweet, just like you. All right. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so an ending and a rebirth. Okay, now this new moon on Wednesday happened in your 7th house of relationships. What's going on there? You know what I mean? Could be a rebirth in a relationship. Could be breathing, you know, fresh breath into the summer energy for you. Like, oh my God, Knight of Wands is exciting. It's passionate. It's nice to get your fire sparked. You know, wild stallions in the back. Hell yeah. Tiki torches. I see tiki torches for some reason. And Queen of Cups is just going with the flow this weekend. Anybody that's getting Queen of Cups for the weekends is just going with the flow and trusting your intuition. Really honoring yourself and your emotions. King of Wands to the Chariot. I love that. Is embracing change and success. Something you do easily. And it ends with a 7, with the 7s here. And I'm sure we'll get more. Okay. Let's do the oracles. All right, so let's see. What else do we have for Capricorn for this weekend? Look at that. Solitude. What the fuck? Wow. Wow. Yeah. That's what it's about. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That is honoring you. That is taking care of you. Accelerated motion. Messages coming in. Things changing. Foundations and achievements, yes. And that's the home card, too. Maybe just having a quiet weekend at home will do you a world of good. Let's look at love. Let's see what's going on with that. Interesting. Whoa, whoa. Oh my God. Those cards went all over the place. Are you all over the place with your relationships as of late? Did I drop any more cards before I start? Nope. Okay, that's it. Yeah, we got to put something to rest here, and that's holding back. 2 4s. Actually, we got 3 4s here. 4 4 4. That's protection and stability. Interesting. And rest. Here we go with the rest thing again. And holding back. You could be holding back your own self-care. Again, 7 of Pentacles is put your time and energy into relationships that pay off. Especially the one with you. That's the best one. And Temperance. Take it easy. Everything in its due time. Don't let that shake your stability. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. I keep saying that, but it's the truth. I mean, so many. Oh my God. Oh my God. Retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Are you guys paying attention? I mean, wow. I've never had a reading. Oh my God. I've never had a reading that was like this. Unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Again, we need that balance. And those times, that time of solitude too. It's so much of that. Retreat, alone, solitude, solitude. And decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. Again, this looks very good. But are you giving too much of yourself away? You know what I mean? Only you would know that, okay? Now, let's get... What's the vibe? Let's see what they add to this. Anything else for Capricorn? There we go. Oh my God. Recharge. Breathe. Let go. Clear your mind. Guys. Especially if you're confused, perplexed, or conflicted. You know? Maybe that's what you need to do. And consequences. Bad choices, games, and mixed signals. All right, so for some of you, yeah, it's pointing towards that. Y'all playing games, or are people trying to play games with you? That's where you kind of retreat. Retreat, recharge, solitude. Yeah, it's self-care. It's all there, man. All right. Let's get a closing message for you because I'm pretty sure it's said it enough. And this is connection. Stay connected with others, nature, and the universe. So there's a big message about connecting to nature, to unplugging from the fucking world out there and just treating yourself to some good old-fashioned me time. And there's nothing wrong with that because, man, does it pay off. Just don't make bad choices and don't play games, you know? Say what you mean and mean what you say. But there's, enough kidding aside. This is all about taking care of yourself right now. So, Capricorn, wow, what a fucking reading, huh? Wow. All right. I love you all. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you do take care of yourself and give yourself that self-care that you so need. And yeah, let me know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. You know, all that stuff that helps. Capricorn, do you, boo. All right, let's see who is next. Thank you so much for watching. And it's Pisces. Welcome, Pisces, to the freaking weekend. So glad you're here. Let's get your angel numbers, shall we? There it is. 1010. Absolutely. Success, completion, and payoff. There we go. We're getting some completion. All right. And the big payback. The big payoff. Good. All right. Let's get... Oh, Wait. All right. They want me to... We're going to do this one first. When I pull this deck, they just wanted that out first. All right. Let's do it. We're going to get a message from Clarifying Life Situations. And I like these because it doesn't matter which way the card's facing. It has meanings for both sides. I like that. And we've got Seek Truth. Pisces, for this weekend, embrace clarity as revelations unfold. Keep an open mind. For answers, illuminate the path to understanding. So seek the truth this weekend about something. What could it be? All right, let's get a message from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. See what their guidance is for this weekend. Excellent. Thank you. There it is. Woo. I like this a lot. Ooh, look at that card. Creation, soul expression, something new. Something new, payoff. Look at that. Love that. That's summertime vibe right there. Oof. All right, let's read about it. All right, Pisces, this card heralds exciting new creative beginnings. From business plans to personal projects or family matters, your soul is longing for you to create something new. This can include expanding your family. If you've been thinking about having a baby or adopting a child, this would be a propitious time. There may be even a new romantic relationship in store for you, possibly with someone who already has children. Consider any action needed and invoke the assistance of all your loving angels and guides. This is also a good time for putting creative ideas into work or personal projects. If you've always had a penchant for some form of artistry, make sure you prioritize that endeavor now. Whether you're an artist, writer, composer, chef, or fashion designer, let yourself engage in those activities with abandon. And if you've been thinking about starting a new business, it's time to focus your efforts on that. Whatever the project, plant the seeds of your creative energy now and enjoy the growth of something new. Now, this is the creation of something here. All right? And they're already showing you the success, the completion, and the payoff. Wow. Now, I like that. So seek the truth. Keep an open mind. I like that. All right. Let's get the vibe. This new moon happened on Wednesday, and it's happened in your 5th house of, guess what, children? So some of you may be thinking of expanding your family, adopting, something like that. But it's also romantic love and giving and receiving love, maybe seeking the truth about that. But it's also about having fun and joy and soul expression, really soul expression, okay? All right, let's get the vibe for you, Pisces. King of Wands. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Wow. Okay. We got some major cards here, so this is a big deal. Wow. In your contemplation with the Hermit card, you need no other tools. So stop talking yourself out of what you need. Oh, well, maybe I just need to do this. I need to do that. No. No. You got all the tools you need if you really think about it. The other major card is have faith. Okay? Have faith this weekend. King of Wands is embracing change. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish by isolating yourself. Don't be foolish but not thinking that you don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? This is you making the change, and it pays off. This is you taking the first step, creating. The Fool is a reset. Don't take a rocket scientist to figure out what the message is here. You know what I'm saying? And guess what 7 plus 3 is? That's right. Love my job. Have I told you guys that? I love my job. I really do. I really, really do. All right. Yeah. Okay. So if we've got conflict and defeat following us around like a fucking dark cloud, then you have to emotionally withdraw, because that's why you're holding on to it. It's time to let it go. Have faith that you can do that also. And I'm safe. I'm secure. I'm grounded. Go out and ground, Pisces. And of course, use your intuition, because that's the best thing about you. You know what I mean? Not only your creativity, but the intuition is strong. The force is strong with you, you know? And that's no joke. So trust your intuition. Don't be foolish by not and focusing on conflict and defeat. The Fool reiterates everything that's being said here. All right? So let's get love. Let's get love for Pisces. Ooh, I like that. 10 of Cups. Family again. Six of Cups. Kids. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The Hermit's out. And the Hierophant's out again. Wow. That's incredible. Five of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold. No. There's some confusion here. You need to make a choice. Choose what's the highest and best for you in this relationship. Have faith. Again, this also shows a sacred union between two people. And this is about the past. Maybe someone from your past is coming around again. But again, trust your inner wisdom. There's a huge focus on trusting your intuition this weekend. And 10 of Cups, celebrating, payoff. Don't take a weatherman to look around and see the weather. 555. Let's look at those. What's that? I'll tell you what that is. You want to know what that is? That's change, baby. King of Wands, change. Don't be foolish not to change. It's your transformation. You're at this halfway point now. And then you get to the success and completion. That's what you can have faith in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s is 20. Divide that in half. 10, 10. You can't make that shit up. All right, let's get some messages of love. Keep those? No, they said just those two. Just those two. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. Okay? It's okay. You can put up boundaries. You're not going to lose anybody if you put up boundaries. And if you do, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And true love, this love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. With this 5th house new moon, and we have 4 5s here. This is all about love and feeling love and expressing love, which in turn makes you very creative and very motivated to move to this halfway point, to the payoff and the completion. Very interesting. Ooh, excuse me. You have something to say to somebody too. Now, let's get the vibe. What's the vibe? You saw that. Wow. Two-faced. Uh-oh. Double life, cheater, backstabber. Backstabber. Maybe that's what you're fearing. Choose better. Look at that. Boundaries out again. Disrespectful. Enough is enough. Defend yourself. Okay. Check that out. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. Yes, that's what a lot of you are feeling this weekend. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. Focus on that stuff from the past. Again, maybe somebody from the past is coming back around. That's where you put up those boundaries. And look at that. Soulmate, twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. Absolutely. So if you're single, open up to that. If you're in a couple, open up to that. You know what I mean? Maybe we need to change our love language and our routine here. All right. Pisces, what an interesting reading. Let's get a closing message for you. There it is. And look at that. Strength. Wow. Your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it this weekend with boundaries and taking those first steps towards change. I love it for you. Wow. Focus on the numbers. All right. Pisces, that is going to do it for your weekend reading. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. And yeah, wow. Have a great weekend. I love you all. Let's clear the deck. Let's focus on change, knowing that when we change and we transform and we allow that into our lives, it pays off. And again, create. Wow. Excellent messages. Okay. Pisces, thank you so much for watching. Let's see who is next. Thank you, 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 thank you once again. Aries, welcome to the freaking weekend. So glad you're here. Let's get your angel numbers. Ooh, I like this. 1111, baby. Yeah, you are on the right path. All right. Right out of the gate, Aries. We can just stop right there. But we're not. Okay, we're going to get a message from the Energy and Spirit Oracle and see what our guides have to say about this weekend and what we need to focus on, what we need to be aware of. Currents of emotions. Number 34, uncontrolled feelings. Let's read up on that. The raging river on this card signals a time of great upheaval with strong, seemingly uncontrollable feelings. You may already be experiencing an emotional situation at work or in your family, or one may be coming your way. You can stave off the problem by taking a logical, objective approach. If you don't get swept away by high emotions, the situation can be short-lived. Perhaps these high emotions have been a way of life for a while for you. Chronic anxiety or depression can make you feel overwhelmed and get you seriously out of balance. This agitation reduces beneficial attraction, for a raging river can only push things away. Let me say that again for some of you in the back. A raging river can only push things away. Aries, it's time to look at your reactions and establish a new way of doing things. Get some clarity about what's actually stimulating these strong feelings. Difficult emotions come from negative thoughts and misinformed beliefs, so calm down. Vent your feelings in appropriate ways and choose more positive thoughts. This will allow you to take the action needed to honor your process and resolve the things that are conflicting right now, okay? So the affirmation is, I remain balanced and peaceful. I perceive the situations around me with calm clarity, and my actions are tranquil and methodical. So don't overreact, okay? You're on the right path. If you don't let these feelings get to you, and we have a lot of emotions, again, we have a lot of emotions happening with all this Cancer energy. The moon, Jupiter, and the sun, all in Cancer, bringing up those emotions, okay? So now we're going to get a card from the Clarifying Life Situations. New deck, number 3, I think. And then we're going to start the main tarot reading. I'm sure you don't mind. All right, be here now. Practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight. Absolutely. So this weekend, be very present. That will help control these uncontrolled feelings. I guarantee it. And that is when you'll be on the right path. You'll start seeing 1111 crazy, like crazy, okay? Now, let's get your message. Let's get the vibe. Thank you so much for being here, Aries. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Get that algorithm toasty warm and moving. Yes. Speaking of toasty warm, it's been toasty warm here in Western New York. I ain't bitching, but, you know, whew, I like it. Because sweating makes me feel like I'm exercising. I saw that in a meme yesterday. I thought that was hysterical. All right, what do we got? Yeah. All right. Yep. Damn. Okay. This weekend, it's all about putting in the work, okay? Putting in the work to getting rid of the Five of Pentacles energy, which is feeling left out, fear, doubt, and worry. We don't need that, okay? Maybe something from the past, it really has to change. The Six of Cups. Maybe reliving. Again, living in the past is not being here now. That's what gets you in these currents of emotion that the universe was trying to tell you earlier about. The Six of Swords is saying, change the way you're looking at it. Be more positive. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's basically what we're doing this weekend, okay? Queen of Swords cuts all cords, doesn't look at the past, is present, very present, and speaks her truth. The High Priestess, you get some clarity. You allow the universe to give that to you, and you put in the work. Try a new skill. Something different. But being in the present moment this weekend will really help you get rid of this current of emotions that just sweeps you away, you know? Let's look at the oracles and see what they have to say. What else do we have for Aries? The Sun, the Four of Wands. And the heart chakra, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so let down your yeah, you got something to say to somebody. That tickle is in my throat. Now it's gone. You're resilient. You're strong enough to get through whatever this is here, but you got to let down your walls, my friends. You really have to do that. Opening your heart also helps. That's where your spiritual strength lies. You can see that in the green here, reflecting the heart chakra. And the light, confidence. Again, being positive. This is a very positive card either way. So this weekend looks like, you know, satisfaction comes from putting in the work, Aries. I really feel that's your deal for this weekend. And foundations and achievements, yeah. With the Four of Wands, doing some things around the house. Being in the moment and not letting your feelings take you away. You'll know you're on the right path when you're just in this flow and it feels good instead of dragging you down. All right, let's look at love. We got the Four of Wands, the heart chakra card out, Six of Cups, love's all around you. Love is all around you. Remember Tesla? Tesla was the shit, man. I love Tesla. When that album came out in the 80s, boy, shit. Okay, so slow and steady wins the race in your relationships right now. Someone may be coming in with an offer, okay? Maybe it's been slow to the draw, but still, perfect timing. King of Wands and the Ace of Wands, yeah. This could be a great weekend. You know, this new moon on Wednesday was focusing on your fourth house of home. So again, getting things done, changing the routine, putting in the work. Ace of Wands, the King of Wands is change and embracing that, especially when it comes to relationships. And I love the Ace of Wands when we're talking about love because that's good energy. You know what I mean? You could be throwing a party at home. You could be just spending some time at home, even though you're on the right path. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get some messages of love. And there they are, just like that. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Yes, absolutely, with that Six of Cups. Past life love. Yep, your soul remembers this intense connection. Okay, so for some of you, somebody may be coming back from the past, but I'm going to tell you something. If it was good, fine. If it was garbage, don't do it. Strictly sexual. This connection is passionate, but not enduring. Now, I think, see, again, every fucking time this card comes out, it just jams my readings up because maybe some of you need to understand that. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why this card baffles me. This connection is passionate, but not enduring. All right. So maybe you need a little bit more. See, that always jams me up. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. You're on the right path. You are divinely guided, and that's what you have to firmly believe in this weekend, okay? And if it's, you know, Ace of Wands, strictly sexual, I say, if you got an itch, scratch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just got a hard time with that card. All right, let's get the vibe. With what's the vibe cards? No. Okay. I think there's one more. Okay. They said the one on the bottom, the one on the bottom, the one on the bottom, the one on the bottom. Apology. Okay, yeah. Apology. Arrogant, rash actions, and insecure. Insecure. You're safe, divinely guided. Someone owes you an apology, or maybe you owe somebody an apology. Suffering in silence, yeah. Unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. See, we need to let that go. Too busy focusing on the past. We need to put action into place to heal ourselves this weekend. That's all that should be your priority. And getting some shit done at home. Now, let's use the Cosmic Energy Oracle cards to get a closing message for you, Aries. So much going on. And of course, it's grace. Grace is the universe's blessing. Open your heart to receive it. Okay. With all this shit going on, have grace this weekend and open your heart, and things will move you on the right path. But let's let go of the past once and for all, Aries. A lot of you need to let go of the past. And don't forget there's an apology for some of you coming in. But grace is not freaking out. You know what I mean? It's using that spiritual strength to, instead of having adverse times and letting them get to you, you pull yourself back up and you get it right, you know? But this is the basic message right here, is to stay present because you are on the right path. All right, Aries. Damn. That is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your weekly tarot reading. That's always posted on Sundays or Mondays, depending on what we do. Aries, grace this weekend. Okay. Who is next? And it's Leo. Hey now. How you doing, Leo? Fellow kings and queens, let's get our angel numbers for this weekend, shall we? Ooh. 1212. Luck and love and obstacles being removed. Okay. Love that. Love that. Now, let's get an energy and spirit oracle for this weekend. It's a little heads up from your guides. Okay. Let's do it. What do we have for us Leos? Ooh, I like that. The healing heart. Something's up. Love, acceptance, and romance. Oh, number 9. I like that. Let's read up. All right, this card brings bountiful joy and hope at this time, Leo. You may have had blocks to love before, obstacles being removed. Your optimism about love is increasing, and you in turn are experiencing increasingly loving treatment. Absolutely. The process of healing heart energy always starts and ends with the self. You may have received misinformation about yourself or about love from your parents or your partners in the past. But the difficult experiences that once caused you to lose trust are now being released, and you are finally ready to love and be loved. Now, listen, I'm going to share something personal with you. I said that this past weekend. Actually, I think Sunday and Monday is when I started to declare that. That's fucking incredible. Excellent. All right. So, open your heart to the tender care you truly deserve. Rest assured that the light of divine love is shining on your own heart center. New love, abundant friendship, and tenderness are on their way. Fuck yeah. This is the affirmation for this weekend for us Leos. The light of divine love heals my heart. I open my life to the tender, caring treatment my soul deserves. This is basically what I've been affirming myself all fucking week. Love it. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Excellent. All right. I'm going to keep that right there in the corner. Let's get a message from the Clarifying Life Situations Oracle deck. Gives us a little bit more insight of what's going on. We'll make 3 piles. Ooh. And choose the top. Very good. And it is Web of Connection. Weave your connections thoughtfully, creating a supportive web that uplifts your personal and professional journeys. So, if I was to make a prediction, and I'm really good at doing that, I would say that putting yourself out there this weekend, maybe that's the obstacle that needs to be removed. How can you meet anybody if you don't go out? But opening up to more people, the chances are in your favor, you know? All right. Let's get to the meat of the reading, shall we, Leo? Wow. All right. So opening up to love. It's a love bombish kind of reading. I'm telling you that right now. All right. Let's get the vibe for us, Leos, fellow kings and queens. We got these 2 cards. Where did that flip over? I saw it. Where'd it go? Oh, come on. Maybe it's in there. Anything else? All right. Where is the card that flipped over? Did it flip back? I don't want to miss the message if it did. You know what I mean? That drives me nuts. Nope. It flipped back over. Okay. That's it? Just these 4? Yes. All right. Yeah, there's a big thing. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is kind of weird how this starts off. But the 9 of Wands is saying, first of all, open yourself up to love. You're resilient. I know it's been tough, but the more you start building that wall, the worse things are going to get. Obstacles are being removed for you right now, and the wall that you have put up to protect your heart has to come down. The 5 of Cups is you still wallowing in the past about shoulda, woulda, coulda. Just wasting my energy. Don't waste your energy this weekend. The Knight of Swords is either you're getting a message or communications coming in, but you taking action. 8 of Pentacles shows you putting in the work towards whatever's going on this weekend. Maybe you're working. Interesting. Let's get some oracles, see what they have to say. Now those flipped over. Okay. Yeah, the oracle's got a lot to say. All right, first of all, you've got some movements, choices, and decisions to make. It really comes down to not wasting your energy, time, or money. You know what I'm saying? It's really time to invest. Look at that, patience and planning. Yeah, see, look at, this is almost like the waiting game. This is like, you're ready. The 2 of Wands says you're ready, you know? The 7 of Pentacles says put time and energy into things that are going to pay off. All right? In the meantime, have hope. And accelerated motion, yeah. Messages coming in, definitely. Definitely have a message coming in for you. Interesting. All right. Let's look at love. Okay. What do we have for Leos in love? Or single Leos? What do we need to know? Yeah, that wants to come out. 3 of Swords. That's what's complicating things. Anything else? Feel like there's one more in there. Yep, there it is. Okay. Yeah. It's an end to heartache, loss, and sorrow. It's time to make that choice, that decision, that movement towards hope, towards opening yourself up, acceptance. Obstacles being removed. 8 of Cups is walking away from the situation, especially where involves emotions. Now, another Knight of Wands is coming in for a change, a welcome change in your relationships. And it's going to be very successful with the Chariot here. So, I mean, pay attention to 888. Let's look at that. Abundance, achievement, stay focused. Pay attention, guys. Wow. Keep your focus. Keep your chin up when it comes to relationships. Unavailable. This person is unavailable to give you all you deserve. Yep. So make the choice to move. Leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. It's going to take some patience and planning, though. Stay focused. And finances, financial challenges are affecting this connection. Maybe that's the thing. Well, I don't have money to go out, or no one wants to go out with me because I'm broke. What? Yeah, again, it's another fucking excuse. You're wasting your energy. Okay? Now, I should probably stay home and save my money. It's not like you're going to go blow your whole life savings. Just go out and have fucking fun. Go out to dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's offers coming in. Don't make yourself unavailable. The universe will be like, all right, well, we're going to put our focus and time onto somebody who else, who's going to be open to it. So just be aware. Now we're going to get, what's the vibe cards for this? Wow, look at that. Chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall. Okay, so when it comes to love, you're done doing that, Wow. Wow. Antisocial, in your feelings, silent treatment, left out. Walk away from that. Again, don't sit there in it. That's saying don't be antisocial. Big time. Exhausted, burned out, burdened, and empty. Yes, that's what the Nine of Wands is showing us, is that you're exhausted with the idea of love and dating and all of that and being, let down. But you have to keep going. An epiphany. Self-reflection, answered questions, and untapped talents. Bring this in. When you put in the work, you have the epiphany that love is out there for you. That exact match is already there, guys. Already there. You have to align yourself to it. I welcome a beautiful, loving relationship into my life. When they don't have financial challenges, when they're not all about chaos, when they're not antisocial, when they are available to me, when they will give me equal love in return. Stay focused. Okay? Now, let's get a closing message for you. Wow. What do we got? Peace. Absolutely. Find inner peace and moments of stillness this weekend, and the epiphanies will come. The abundance will flow, and that relationship flows right to you because you do not chase, you attract. And you're going to learn that this weekend too. Fuck yeah. Don't be antisocial. This card is just screaming. Do not be antisocial this weekend unless you need that downtime. But there's a strong push not to be, okay? Because there's a web of connection that you need to get entangled in that's not going to create chaos, but is actually going to work out in your favor. Wow. All right, Leo, that's going to do it for this freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what happens, Shit. I'll let you know. When I do the weeklies on Sunday, you're going to hear about my weekend. All right, everybody, I love you all. Leo. Leo. Love you all. Okay. Let's clear the board. Boom, 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 boom. You deserve it. Yes, we do. All right, let's see who is next. All right. And it's Cancer. Welcome, Cancer, to the freaking weekend. Happy birthday. It's your season. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Cancer. Yep. Happy birthday. It's the freaking weekend, too. If your birthday's on the weekend, like my friend Stevie out there, he's a Cancer. Yeah, happy birthday, buddy. I love you. Let's get your numbers for this weekend, and it's 111, 111. Trust your intuition. It's manifestation and it's new beginnings for you. God damn, Cancer. Absolutely. So, trust your intuition. Let's get an energy and spirit oracle for you. Ow! Uh-oh. Is that what's going on in your life right now? Everything's just like, wah! Maybe. All right. Let's do this again. Let's get a message from your guides. Yeah, that wants to come out. All right. This is about your eternal spirit, your higher self, and your sacred intuition. And you really want to start focusing on that. Go outside and meditate. Manifest. This is manifesting right here when you're using your higher self. Everything else that we have is a mask. You know, it could almost feel like imposter syndrome sometimes. But this is connecting to our true selves. Our true selves. Okay? Now, let's get a message from Clarifying Life Situations. And see what they add to this. Okay, I like these cards because if they're right side up or reversed, they always have a meaning. So, Serene Haven, yes. Okay, so embrace tranquility as your refuge this weekend, where serenity blossoms and peace enfolds your being. So, this is like almost like a safe harbor for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where your true identity lies, is in your higher self. So give yourself that tranquility. Maybe go to a refuge. The beach is probably the place where your refuge is. You know what I mean? I guarantee it. Or somewhere by a body of water. But embrace tranquility this weekend. All right. Let's get the vibe. Oh, I like this so far. Anything else? Anything else? Ooh, there we go. Okay. All right. Wow. Ooh, surprise card. I didn't see that. All right. Mm-hmm. Damn. 2 aces high. Damn. And the 10 of Pentacles. I love that. This is great. This is celebrating energy. You know, again, new beginnings here. The Ace of Wands with the new beginnings. Ace of Cups. Wow. Let's go over this. The 4 of Pentacles. You're holding back. What are you holding back? Financial security? Something like that? This almost feels financial too. Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady. It's time to sow those seeds. It's time to manifest. Okay? The Empress is nurturing yourself this weekend. That is important. And there's an idea here. Knight of Cups brings an offer, a message. Something's up with this. Be on the lookout for that. And you accept the cup with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, 2 aces. That's incredible energy. And the 10 of Wands, I mean, the 10 of Pentacles is great to be, you know, this is celebrating. Feeling secure and stable in everything that you do. Now, let's do some oracles. Okay. What else do we have for Cancer this weekend? There we go. Excellent. 3 of Cups, love that. Yeah. Firm foundation, feet on the ground, okay? be aware of that. Feet on the ground. Get outside and ground. Maybe that's what you're holding back, is some self-care. Okay? Crown chakra. Let the universe guide you this weekend. Allow it to flow through you. That will bring balance. Pay attention to the 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. The ones have it. And rejoicing in celebration. 1, 1, 1 equals 3. 3 of cups. Wow. Excellent. Excellent energy. Let's look at love, because there's a lot of love here. Ace of Cups, 3 of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Empress, the Ace of Wands. That's always big wood energy. Okay. I just go, Wow, look at all these cards coming out. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, look at it. All right. Wow. Okay, it's time. Look at the 4 of Pentacles is out again. You're holding back. It's time to let that rest. It's time to get rid of that. And 4, 4, 4. And there's an opportunity here that you're not even paying attention to, because maybe you're exhausted. Look at all the 4s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4s. Where's our 4s? Four is protection and stability. So pay attention to that. You are protected. Wow. Stand your ground. Boundaries are needed. Firm boundaries are needed, especially with yourself. Fuck other people. This is about yourself. And the Empress is out again. It's time to nurture yourself. It's time to just bloom and grow and blossom. This new moon is, this happened in your sign. It's a new beginning. It's time to make your manifestations real. King of Pentacles. More mature energy. Someone who's grounded, got their shit together. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what you need to do. Stand your ground. 7 of Pentacles is putting in the work. 3 of Pentacles is being recognized for it. Another 3. Pay attention to the 3s too. Let's look at 3s. Jesus. You got some angel numbers. Oh, that's 3, 2, 1. Whoops. Whoops. All right. Yeah. This is growth, creativity, and divine support. Again, you are divinely protected and guided. Pay attention to the signs here, guys. All right. Especially when it comes to love. All right, let's get some more messages. What's the vibe? Let's see. Lots of angel numbers for you. Signs and synchronicities. Okay, Archangel Michael. Protection. Prevented from harm. Divine intervention. Divine support. Pay attention. Wow. This is a great reading. And consequences. Bad choices, playing games, and mixed signals will always bring bad consequences. See how she's kind of just... What has she got? Matches taped to her cheeks? Some of these symbolism in these cards are just bizarre. Did AI make these? She's about to light the matches on her cheeks with I don't... What if you were just lighting a fuse? Wouldn't that be better? I don't know. Whatever it is, bad choices, games, mixed signals. Yeah, well, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's basically the way that mop flops. For some of you, that's where the bottom drops out, because you make bad choices. You play games and you give mixed signals. And, well, people move on. Okay, so insight is what you need this weekend. Insight is the fruit of wisdom. Keep a learning attitude. Okay? You'll gain many insights when you stop playing games. You'll gain much insight when you know that you are divinely protected to move towards what you really deserve and desire. All right, Cancer, that's going to do it. Happy birthday. Wow. Lots of messages out there for a lot of you Cancers. I hope you're paying attention. I hope you were just as excited about the angel numbers as I was, because I love when all that comes together like that. But this is all about you nurturing and self-care yourself until you are ready to open up to what it is. But it's all about intuition and growth and all of that for you, and opening up to your internal spirit, the real you, not the fake you. All right, Cancer, that's going to do it for this weekend. Love you all. Happy birthday. And let's see who is next. Let's move on. Let's move on to Aquarius. Yes. Welcome, Aquarius, to the Freakin Weekend. I'm your host, Jeff Smith. We're going to get the vibe for you, starting with your angel numbers. Welcome, everybody. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. The time is now, Aquarius. Take the first steps. Fuck yeah. We're going to put that bitch right there. Yes. Now, we're going to get a message from the Energy and Spirit Oracle from your guides, just for you. I like that. Freedom. Moving on and letting go. The caged bird is out. Let's read about it. Oop. Number 4. 4. This card could reveal a time of new freedom for you, Aquarius, perhaps involving a recent breakup or some energetic disconnection. This may be the dismantling of a romance, friendship, or family relationship, or even a job or a career. Whatever the experience, the present energy is saying the moment has come to let go. Any type of separation can be difficult, even if the break is initiated by you. The grief and lifestyle adjustments can feel overwhelming, but this card is telling you to take heart, for this is the right time for you to be free and free yourself from what's holding you back. In fact, this card could be signaling emotions of liberation and great relief. You could be on the cusp of something very beneficial, such as the resolution of an ongoing problem or the healing of a long-term illness. Either way, call on Spirit's guidance, for a great shift in consciousness is about to take place. Trust that you have the ability to move on and create an exciting new reality. All right, so the affirmation is, I choose to follow my honoring options. As I let go of the old, I attract many new happy experiences. Excellent. Take the first steps. The time is now to open up to your freedom. And I like that. I like that a lot. Now, let's get a message from the Clarifying Life Situations deck. I said the one on the bottom. And this one is Sculpture of Self. Shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. So, be free to express yourself the way that you want to. Wow. Because the time is now. So take those first steps. I'm really digging that. Really digging that. All right. Let's get the vibe for you this weekend. Wow. The Fool. Reset. Take the first steps. You got to take a risk. Wow. And the Fool landed right there. You see how that is? All right. Anything else? Nope. That's it, huh? That's all she wrote. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Look at that. See, there's indecision and confusion right now going on with you. And you need to make a decision. Choose the highest and the best for yourself this weekend. Again, set yourself free. Look at that. The Fool's in the middle of all this, saying don't be foolish by dragging your feet. Make a decision. And look at that. The payoff comes in. 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. This is literally payoff. This is you getting recognized for what you're doing in a group of people, work situation. There could be money coming your way. You could be opening up to it, but I'm telling you, you're not gonna when you're like this. Make the decision. Okay? Oracles. Let's see what we got. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Movements, choices, and decisions to make. You got to do it. And you got to be strong and be hopeful because it's a waiting game. The 2 of Wands. All right, you're ready. You're ready to do this. Pay attention to 222. We got more angel numbers on its way. And that is balance and harmony. Wow. Again, be hopeful. Use your spiritual strength. You're resilient. Okay? Let down your walls also. Don't be foolish. Now let's look at love. Could we be deciding just to read, it looks like a whole life restructuring going on for you right now, Aquarius. Wouldn't doubt it. All right. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Anxiety, of course. Wow. Wow. Anything else? Nope. Whew. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Look at this. Aquarius. No. Is somebody fucking with your head? Is that what's going on in your relationships? Or you have somebody around you that's really making you doubt yourself? Take the blindfolds off and trust yourself. You've got to make this decision. Another 2. And look at this. The Judgment card, setting yourself free. Freedom. From the past and everything else. Things are going to work out for you. Things are going to balance out when you focus on balance, when you let go of this imbalance. And the star is showing, yes, the universe is on your side. This is your card. So this is a double confirmation for you that you have to keep going. Don't be foolish. The 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands is out. Another 2. Balance and harmony. The Justice card is out here too. Something you've been waiting for, something you've been planning for is coming towards you when you believe that you're deserving of it. Lots of 2s here. Wow. This also feels like you letting go of just a fucking, I don't know, this looks like narcissist, gaslighting, something. But you're moving forward. You can do this. You've got this. You really do. All right, let's get some messages of love. That took a weird turn, don't you think? Well, it can't all be fucking rainbows and puppy dog tails, you know what I mean? You got some shit to do. One on the bottom, yes. Okay. Wow. Denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. You might be in denial of all this. No, things are great. Things are great. No, they're not. They're really not. Self-care, yes. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. Set yourself free from whatever this is. And patience, yes. Everything will unfold in divine timing. The waiting game. Be patient. Hope. Play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. 3 of Pentacles, absolutely. This is a little rough right here, but I'm serious, guys. I think you can really make some progress in just setting yourself free from these outcomes, you know? All right, let's get what's the vibe. To reiterate these messages, let's see what else is going on here. Karmics? Maybe just karma? Ugh. Third parties, haters, lesson learned. Yeah, there's third parties involved in this. There's some haters, and you got to learn your lesson from that. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. All right, self-care, bad decisions. You see where this is going. You got to make the choice to set yourself free and let go. Wow. You can do this, guys. You really can. All right, let's get a closing message for you. And it's intuition. Listen to your intuition. It never lies. That's what it all comes down to. But don't be foolish. It's time to set yourself free. It's time to make your move. It's time to get out of whatever you're in here. You know, how far you're in deep, okay? Karmics. Really? Just put karma. You know, Jesus. What are you gonna do, you know? This is a pretty heavy reading. I want you to go back and watch that, you know, and watch this all unfold. You've got some people around you that I think are really clouding your judgment. Don't be foolish and let that happen. And if you're struggling with this yourself, you got to get out of your head and set yourself free. Damn. All right, Aquarius. Whew. Enjoy that weekend of yours. You deserve it, really. And like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know the routine. I love you all. Have a great weekend. And let's see who is next. And it's Gemini. Another air sign. Welcome, Gemini, to the freaking weekend. Let's get your angel numbers in there. They are 666. Now, don't freak out. This is about a realignment. It's harmony in relationships and some reflection this weekend. So, good. Things are coming into balance, perhaps. Let's get a message from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. And there it is. Wow, your cards are just coming right out. Journey guide, travel, and change of location. Yeah, this is always you opening up to some traveling, especially this weekend. So maybe you're going on an impromptu trip. But your journey guide is here to tell you, I've almost got all of these memorized, is that travel is going to be a focus this weekend. And it's time to maybe think about moving, if that's what you're thinking about. Either way, movement is key for you this weekend. So don't sit idle, okay? I doubt Gemini sit idly. But moderation. It's time to go on an adventure. All right, let's get a card from Clarifying Life Situation. Yeah, ocean of possibilities here. Navigate through the boundless ocean of possibilities where horizons whisper of untold opportunities and plentiful paths. So, there's definite movement here and travel for this weekend. I like that. All right, let's see what the vibe is for you this weekend. All right. You're that new moon on the 25th on Wednesday occurred in your second house. So this is self-worth. This is finances. New beginnings there also. Maybe you're traveling to a job now or relocating because of a job. But the money is definitely good. I'll tell you that much. Wow, look at this. Oh, wow. Yeah. Excellent. All right. So we have you walking away with the Eight of Cups, moving on. Maybe that's what you did this weekend. And trusting your intuition. You are just allow the universe to guide you this weekend. Absolutely. The Page of Cups brings in an offer out of the blue here. So you might be getting an offer. Keep your options open, my dears. And the Knight of Wands is just really good energy. Feeling it. Bringing your passion back. Center and forward. Yes. So someone makes you an offer here that really just stokes your fire. And we all like a good stoking, don't we? Okay. So let's get some oracles. And these cups, there's Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, Eight of Cups. They're all telling a story here, maybe about relationships. What are the oracles? Okay. Yeah. Conflict and defeat, this is what we're focusing on. We don't need to, because that creates discontent and boredom. And the big message here is do not turn your back on an opportunity simply because you're too busy focused on conflict and defeat. It's time to actually move out of that phase that you're in. Follow your intuition. That's twice. The Queen of Cups and the High Priestess here. Pay attention. And patience and planning. Be patient with this, Gemini. I know you can be a little impatient, but it's key that you're patient now. And positive movement forward. Yes, definitely. So July and August, things are going to kick off. Your patience pays off. All right, let's look at love. Let's get to it. What do we got for love for Gemini? Travel. Yeah, look. The boat. Yeah, maybe going on a cruise, something like that. Traveling with the boat. The World card is out. More travel. Can't make this shit up, guys. Especially with your mate. All right, releasing yourself and your burdens. Releasing the judgments. Do I need to take a vacation? Yes, you fucking do. And look at that. The Star and the Justice card are out. Big major arcanas here. This is a big deal for relationships. This is self-healing. And then when you practice the self-healing, it balances out. And then look at this. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, end the world. Wow. That's travel. A lot of you Geminis could be traveling this weekend. Nothing wrong about that. Could be meeting somebody when you travel. You know? Wow. Interesting. But set yourself free from the past. I mean, I think that's why maybe some of you haven't opened up to a relationship yet, is because you're not looking at the opportunity available to you, you know? Again, it's what resonates with you. Maybe it's because some of you are in denial, detached with love to clearly see the truth. Set yourself free from that. And look at that, second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. So a lot of you could be having an opportunity to begin again with somebody, only if it was good, you know? And trust. It's safe to trust in this situation. Again, so that's a specific message for some of you Geminis there. Maybe having somebody from the past revisit, or maybe, you know, you've had a falling out with your mate and now you get a second chance to do this. Good. A heart needs a second chance. Oh, look at that. Not when this happens. Envy, resentful, competitive, and discontent. Yeah, discontent. Four of Cups. Don't get into that. You may be in denial. And sipping. Uh-oh. Rumors, gossip, and being nosy. That's you, Gemini. You got to trust this process here, you know? Stop causing rumors. Stop causing all of that. You may be like, why is this happening to me? Because you're allowing it to. You're stoking the fire. All right. Let's get a closing message for the Cosmic Oracle. Yep. All right. What's the closing message? It's divinity. Every moment is filled with divinity. Cherish it. Yes, reflection. It brings you that realignment. Maybe you're realigning to a relationship from the past. Let me know in the comments. That's interesting. And lots of travel going on for you this weekend, Gemini. All right. Embrace your divinity. It's all around you. And stop simping. Stop spilling the tea. And stop being so goddamn envious. All right. Because you know you're in denial. All right, Gemini, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Little feisty Geminis. Pot stirs. All right. Lots of travel going on, though. I'm kind of envious of that. Open up to it. All right, Gemini, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's see who's next. And it's Sag. Welcome, Sagittarius, to the freaking weekend. Let's get your angel numbers. Let's get your angel numbers. There we go. And it's 7779311. Spiritual lesson, luck and enlightenment for you this weekend. Okay. Luck. I like that. Let's get a message from your guides. Let's get a message from your guides and its creation. Look at that. Soul expression and something new. So this is you planting the seeds of your desires right now. You have an opportunity to do that. You know, maybe you're realizing that you are the rhythm of your record. You actually do create your experiences, you know, but it's time to express yourself. It's time to create something new. You could be creating a new family. You know, new opportunities, new job. Maybe your creativity is just bursting at the seams. Either way, it's working in your favor, okay? All right, now, let's get. Yep, that's what we needed to do, just like that. I picked them out of a different deck. This was just going this way. And it says, unlock your heart. Embrace vulnerability. Let love guide your journey to self-discovery. Okay, enlightenment. Embrace vulnerability. It's hard to do that, you know? It's hard to allow yourself to be vulnerable to another person. But it's necessary. It's very necessary. All right. Enough of this palaver. Let's get to the vibe for you for the weekend. Let's see what is in store for you in the cards. All right. I've been doing this for, what is it? Yeah, we're almost at 2 hours. 1:45. And it makes Jeffy a little crazy. But I kind of like that because you benefit from it, because it's like, this goofball. How can this goofball be so accurate? Well, that's because I've been doing it a long time, sister. All right. We got this for you. Okay, so, all right. Oh, wow, we got some nights out. Okay, all right. But I'm going to tell you something. Stay away from the drama. You don't need to compete for anybody's love, attention, or any fucking thing else. The Page of Wands is showing an opportunity to change here, okay? And you're taking things way too seriously, which is causing a lot of drama in your life, all right? The main focus this weekend is put your time and energy into things that are going to pay off. Anything else is a waste of your time, and that's the truth. But nurture, you see how she's watering, he's focusing on the seeds, putting the right attention and focus into them, and she's watering the seeds that blossom. Do you see what I'm saying? See what the message is telling you? And look at the knights here. Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Damn. Okay, offers coming in. Heated. Nice. I like that. Good romance energy. There's no doubt about that. But stop taking things so seriously. Vulnerability is the key to that for some reason. Okay, let's get some oracles. Let's see what we got. Okay. What else do we have for Scorpio? Sagittarius. See? Glitch. All right, yes. Okay. Use your inner wisdom. Have faith. Okay? Have faith and be patient with this process. Again, look at the symbolism, the seed. What's the rush? And Crown is allowing that creativity to come through you. 7, 7, 7. Pay attention. Pay attention. 7 plus 7 is 14. Patience. I can add. All right, let's get let's get love. Something new, unlocking our heart, luck, enlightenment, all kinds of things. Knights coming in, offers. Seems like you're struggling with something though. Jesus, did you see the way those came out? Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, see? Holding back. 2 4s, holding back. You can't do this. Be vulnerable. And don't turn your back on an opportunity here. That's the other thing. You know, for some reason, you got something to say. Don't be tempted to hold back. Don't be tempted to miss an opportunity here. To be vulnerable. You may have something to say. And faith. This is the Hierophant. You know, when it comes out here, I mean, it's already come out twice. But this is a sacred union. And the King of Wands, that's Leo energy. That's making a change. 5s. We've got 5, 5, 5. What's that? I know that's a halfway point. Yeah, change, transformation, and a halfway point. Look at that. So you're at this halfway point where you're ready to open up and be vulnerable. Trust me, it will pay off. Again, we have forgotten the dance of relationships. And there's an ebb and flow to it, but be patient. All right, let's get some messages of love. I hope you're sold on that, because telling a Sagittarius to hold off is like, what? All right, healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Yes. And that's what that's why you're holding back. That's why you're, kind of being a bitch about things, And look at that, soulmate and twin flame. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. And this is a divine counterpart connection. I was just saying this is a divine counterpart connection. Both of you feel the same way. So open up to it. Transform this energy of the past into something great in the present so it'll build for the future. All right, let's get some new cards. What's the vibe? And see what they add. Okay. Laughter. Yeah, happiness, joy, and healing. That's healing twice. The Page of Wands. Enjoy this for God's sake. Clingy. Old exes, dead relationships, old ways. Yes, that's what makes you clingy. You don't need that anymore. What did they fucking change the font on here? What? Damn, they couldn't even check that to know that those are two different fonts. Oh, that just drives me crazy. But anyway, I digress. And consequences, bad choices, games, and mixed signals. There's consequences to this, so don't turn your back on an opportunity here. Don't play games, you win stupid prizes. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And established, settled, secure, and wealthy. This is about stability in relationships, okay? All right. Now, let's get a closing message from you, for you, I should say. Yeah, look at that. Gratitude. Be grateful for every moment. Keep a heart of gratitude. And that brings more things in your life to be grateful for. And you have plenty. And you know it, Sag. All right, that's going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't get too clingy. There's a dance to this, remember. Okay? And yes, you enjoy this weekend. It could be very healing, could be very good. Don't turn your back on the opportunity to allow this to happen, because change is on its way, whether you want it to or not. And right now, this weekend, you can get into a flow where you can learn a lot and it'll pay off. All right, Sag, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and let's see who is next. And it's Scorpio. Scorpio, welcome to the Freakin Weekend. Let's get your angel numbers. There they are. Woo! 666. Now, don't change the channel. Don't fucking swipe. This isn't about the devil. This is about realignment, harmony in your relationships, and reflection this weekend. Damn. That doesn't mean that. That was co-opted, Isn't that fucked up? But anyway, we're going to change that. All right, let's get a message from the Energy and Spirit Oracle for you to start off this weekend. And it's up from the depths. Releasing difficulty. So you are stepping out of this gloomy period right now. Coming up from the depths, something you do, Scorpio. You transform out of these bad situations. And I think you're ready to do this. This is very Neptunian kind of Pisces energy. You're moving towards the light. You're coming out of your funk you've been in and actually making some progress. So good for you. Now let's get a message from Clarifying Life Situations, Love and Career deck. Frost of Stillness, yeah. Embrace the frost of stillness, where in the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. And I think that's what's been going on. This winter, this frost of stillness, I think you're ready to come out of it and now start to move towards realignment. So Scorpio, again, you're a wizard at transformation. Okay? Let's get the vibe for you this weekend. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe. What do we have for Scorpio this weekend? Ooh, and there it is. Just like that. Whew. Yep. Wow. Okay, this is all you got to do. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, releasing difficulty. And the Hangman is changing your perspective. So yes, you are setting yourself free from this. And what happens? You shine as brightly as the sun, baby. And you open up to something much, much, much better for you. Wow, this is great energy. That sun really does it. So this weekend, get outside, ground. Don't be inside. Change your perspective. Everything in this message is saying, shake off that frost on you. You know what I mean? Like it's time to just warm up. Really, get outside and ground. Open up to possibilities. Do some reflection this weekend, you know? But I think you've done that, and you're releasing the difficulty, which is you. And the way that you think. So, let's get some oracles. There they are. Man, these cards are getting really soft. I got to get some new ones. All right. Again, get outside and ground with the base chakra. Absolutely. Use your intuition, because it'll show you the truth of the situation. And recognition and reward, yeah. So we're definitely going to open up to that. We're opening up to a lot this weekend. Good. All right, let's get some love. Scorpio, what do we have for love? Look at 5 of Pentacles is out again. What else do we have? So could be planning a move here, you know, again. Not feeling this anymore. You're ready to start feeling good. The Page of Swords brings in a message for you, okay? 8 of Pentacles is putting in the work. Absolutely. Put in the work to this relationship. And the 2 of Wands is saying a lot of you Scorpios are ready for a relationship, ready for a change. You're no longer in a denial. You're in this to win this, all right? Messages coming in big time, though. Anything else? Yep. Yeah, look at that. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. So this could be, you know, your security was shaken. Maybe that you moved around a lot when you were a child and never had that sense of security and safety established. That happens a lot in my practice. I see that a lot. Okay? So, Scorpio, what else do we have? Obstacles, yes. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. And marriage, this relationship is moving towards a sacred union. And I think that's what a lot of you want, is that sacred union, that marriage of 2 souls, you know? And you can have that. You really can have that. But it's up to you to take care of these obstacles and old wounds. Okay, let's get some new oracles here with what's the vibe. Let's see what else they add to this. Yeah, look at that. Hopeless, loss, depression, suicide. Don't do it. You know what I mean? But this is that hopelessness with that 5 of Pentacles. Very evident here. And this is again, you're realigning yourself. That's the key here. And I think you're ready. Because now you're hopeful. Look at that. Hopeless and hopeful came out. You can, all those cards in that deck. Inspired, optimistic, and success. That's what you focus on. Wow, Scorpio, that was great. All right, let's get a closing message from the Cosmic Energy Oracle cards. And there it is, adventure. Adventure is the path to new worlds. Yes, the 2 of Wands here could be showing you that you could be going on an adventure this weekend. Open up to it. Don't isolate yourself. All right, Scorpio, that is going to do it for this weekend. Love that message for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full tarot reading, all that stuff. Yeah. And yeah, just get outside and ground and realign yourself. I think you're so ready for a recalibration, and it's going to pay off for you big time. All right, Scorpio, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's see who's left. Who's last this week? Virgo. All right, Virgo. Last but not least. Welcome to the Freakin Weekend. Let's get your angel numbers. Thank God for those timestamps, huh? And look at that. 3, 2, 1. On the right path and have faith. Look at that, Virgo. I love that. Let's get a message from your energy, spirit, and oracle guide. This is, you know, this is a time where you really need to knuckle down on your faith. This new moon that happened on Wednesday happened in your 11th house of faith, hopes, dreams, and wishes, of being on the right path and opening up to what you deserve and not what you would have allowed yourself. Okay, what's the message? And it's Archangel Phaneal, and he brings hope, optimism, and new beginnings. Wow, you're on the right path to new beginnings here. And this archangel comes into your presence to show you, listen, be optimistic, be hopeful. Allow this energy to flow to you, and it will flow to you effortlessly. All right, let's get another message. Yeah, but wait, there's more. Which one? The one on the bottom. Okay. Go your own way. Trust your intuition and embrace individuality, paving your path with courage and authenticity. You can go your own way. Go your own way. You're on the right path. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Tell me why. Well, I could go on forever and ever, man. Fleetwood Mac, boys. Shit. I'll be listening to that this weekend. Maybe you've been listening to that song. You know? You're on the right path, though. I love that. I love that. All right, let's get the vibe for you this weekend, Virgo. Yeah, well. Okay, we got dogs barking in the background. Why not? Let's just all fucking chaos break out, you know? Why not? All right. Enough. I get annoyed so easily sometimes. Okay. Yeah, you're confused. Your anxiety has got you confused. It's time for you to walk away from that. Use your inner strength. Trust the universe, and things pay off. Yeah. This is a big, big, big energy for you. 9 of Swords, anxiety. We don't need to be anxious. We need to make a choice. The choice is going to be the best for you. This is your hopes, dreams, and wishes card, and that's what's happening with your new moon. Giving you an excellent opportunity to walk away from that. I don't need this shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to recalibrate myself. I'm going my own way. And the Hermit is trusting your intuition, trusting the inner guidance within you. The Star and the 6 of Pentacles says you can do it. The universe has your back. Open your hand and the universe will fill it. And it will never shit in your hand. It will always give you exactly what you ask it. So be careful of what you're broadcasting out there. You know? Oh, wow, these cards are falling out weird. Okay, I'm going to take it. Anything else? There it is. Wow, these cards are getting really soft. They're getting played. All right, so stand your ground. Boundaries. Don't let anybody steal your thunder. You know what I mean? You got to keep that passion ignited this weekend. Get inspired. Again, the sun. Shine as brightly as the sun. That inner light. Shine it out. Speak your truth. Definitely. And fulfillment of wishes. I love that. I love that for you. Absolutely. I smell weed. Where's that coming from? The only weed you smell in this neighborhood is from me. So what's going on here? It smells good. All right. Let's get some love for you, Virgo. Going your own way. Doing things the way you want to. Being hopeful and optimistic. Absolutely. That Sun card is optimism. And speaking your truth. Tell the universe exactly what you want. You need to have a dialogue with it. You know? You're never separate from it. All right, what else do we need to know? Anything else? Yeah, the cards are chaotic, so I'm seeing this situation a little chaotic. Ay, marón. Okay, look at that. Don't be tempted to be stuck. What is this? Your thoughts are confusing you. Empower yourself. Look at that. With the Emperor and the Magician. Yeah, absolutely. Take control of this. You have the power to do this. I've got the power. And the Knight of Wands brings in change and passion and all of that in your relationships. And look at that. New beginnings. On the right path. The Lovers. Ooh, I'm liking this. Have faith. Have faith. I'm telling you. You single Virgos. You single Virgos could be meeting somebody this weekend. You heard it here first. All right, so second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. Maybe that's what you're wrestling with. Interesting. Integrity, but does this situation align with your values and morals? Only you can decide that. And self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. Because it's no good if you just start trudging forward, okay? And play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. I mean, the Lovers card with the Fool here, that's some universal energy that's saying, have faith, kid. We got you, Virgo. We got you. But you can't dismiss us, or else we'll give it to another Virgo. You know what I mean? But take a risk on a relationship. I got a feeling that's going to play out for you somehow, some way. Interesting. All right, let's get, what's the vibe? Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm and divine intervention. Yes, the star, the fulfillment of wishes, everything is telling you Archangel Michael's got your back on this. And look at this, love affair, dirty little secret, sex fix, down low. All right. That's playing hard. Wow. Sex fix. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. Yes, you can embrace all of that. This looks like a good chance for you to open up back to love. But do it on your terms. Stand your ground. Don't compromise, Virgo. All right. Wow. What a reading. Let's get a closing message for you. And it's acceptance. This weekend, accept others and yourself and welcome new opportunities. There is a huge message about new opportunities. Doors opening for you. Open up to it. Virgo, that's incredible. All right, that is going to do it for this weekend. Thank you so much for watching, Virgo, and thank you for watching, everybody. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, we've got the solstice meditation up. Go ahead and do that. Your weekly readings posted on Sundays for you, and I'm also available for tarot and astrology readings in person or online. Click the link in the description, and it'll bring you to my booking page. Everybody, have a great weekend. Happy, happy, happy weekend and happy summer. I love you all. Thanks for watching, and I will see you this week.